Hello, I'm Abhilash and I have built voice AI powered personal interview coach. And I'm going to just demo that to you all today. There are multiple use cases that can be addressed by this. Let's say you want to get promoted and you want to practice that interview. You are actually pivoting from one field to another field and you want to again get interviewed. Or let's say you are on the way to your next interview and you've got that 5-10 minutes in between. What do? You take your phone and call your personal interview coach and get that practice done. So let's jump into this demo and see it in action. All right. So for this AI powered personal interview coach, I've used Retell AI as the orchestration layer. Then I've used N10, variety of N10 use cases to power this automation completely. And finally, I've got the Airtable as a database. So I'll be storing all the responses and the in fact the evaluation of the interview, and finally sending it over through an email. So that's the whole kind of a quick overview. So let's get started and let's see that in action. So I'm going to call the number, as you might see.
Hi, my name is Zia, your personal interview coach. I'll help you prepare for your interview by asking you tailored questions and giving you personalized. To get started, could you please tell me your email address? I'll confirm it back to you. Make sure I have.
Yeah, it's Abhilash at scalecraft.ai.
it. I heard your email is Abhilash. Let me spell it. Please say yes.
That sounds right, but if you want to just double check, it's Abhilash, Abhilash, at the rate Scalecraft, SCALECRAFT.ai. If you can repeat that, please.
Absolutely. Here's your email as I have it. At R.
Yeah, that's correct.
Thank you for confirming your email address. Next, what role or topic would you like to be interested in?
I would like to get interviewed on product management.
Could you tell me why you're practicing today? Are you just preparing for an actual interview?
I'm actually planning to move from technical role to product management role, and that's why I'm looking to get interviewed on this area.
Thank you for sharing. So your boss is product management. Please wait a moment. Specifically for
Sure.
Thank you for waiting. I am sharing your questions. I've got a customized set of questions tailored for your product management interview. I'll go through them one by one. Please try to keep your answers clear to the point and short, under 30 seconds. Here's the first question. Question 1. Can you describe a situation where you led a project from conception to completion and what the key challenges are? Please share your.
Yeah, there were a couple of projects that I did led from conception to actual implementation to even deployment. I don't want to go into
Thanks.
details right now, but then yeah, I was involved in technical design, coming from tech background. I was also part of the interviews with customers, being there with the product manager of my team. So yeah, I've done quite a bit in this space.
Question 2. How do you prioritize product and make decisions on what to include in the product? Please share your answer in under 30 seconds.
So the question is, how do I prioritize the product features and make decisions to include, right? So when it comes to prioritization, I actually look at what's the problem that we are addressing and what's the impact of that problem. Uh, I usually tend to use if effort versus impact metrics, and then that's when I save it. So let me rephrase it again. So when it comes to prioritization, I usually then tend to first look at what are the business goals for this quarter, let's say, and then look at all the problems that we know so far about the customer, and then look at impact versus effort metrics, and then try to see which are the ones which are going to have maximum impact and requires minimum effort, and that's how I'm going to prioritize the features.
Thanks for clarifying. Let's move to the next question. Question 3. How would you approach understanding and analyzing the needs of different stakeholders in a product? Please share your answer in under 30 seconds.
Yeah, I've worked with multiple stakeholders. So there could be stakeholders like your marketing team, your sales team, then you've got your some of the other departments within the company. So the way to understand and analyze is, of course, trying to catch up with them very frequently, then trying to understand what's on their roadmap and what are the dependencies they have on you and you have on them. That's how I would just understand and analyze all the different stakeholders, the needs
Thank
of
you.
different stakeholders,
Let's move.
rather.
Thank you for clarifying. Let's move to the next question. Question 4. Can you give an example of how you use data to drive decision making? Current. Please share your answer.
Now I'm deliberately going to say no so that in recommendations I should brush up on this. Okay, so on data driven decision, I think I never had a chance. I probably I don't look much into this area. I just kind of skip when it comes to data driven decision. I've made the decision, but I've never had a chance to look at the data.
Thank you for your honesty. So let's move to the final question. Question: what strategies would you employ to ensure effective communication and collaboration between clients? Please share your answer in 30 seconds.
I think the effective communication and collaboration comes down to making sure all your roadmaps are very transparent to other teams, and you are aware of the roadmap of other teams. And there is always a written communication which you would want to send, right? So if you have a meeting, you send out all the details in written communication, you send out the action items. That's how I would do, I think, all the communication and collaboration with different cross functional teams.
Thanks for all your answers. I'll now evaluate them and prepare your details. Please wait a moment. Here's your evaluation. Score 7 out of 10. Reasoning. The responses demonstrate a solid understanding of product management principles, along specific examples and testing. Good. While you provided clear strategies for prioritization and communication, elaborating on the specific projects and challenges would strengthen your responses. For example, detailing a successful project and the specific metrics you use could improve your credibility. Your acknowledgement of limited data use is honest, but moving forward, it's important to focus on frameworks for data-driven decisions. Recommendation: to improve, you might consider leveraging the RICE framework for prioritization or story mapping for stakeholder needs analysis. Additionally, learn data analysis skills from platforms like Coursera, for example, data-driven decision-making course. Or familiarize yourself with tools such as Google Analytics or Tableau. Focus on crafting detailed experiences that showcase conflict resolution and data application for the next interview. Also send this to your email, balash@sailcraft.ai. Would you like to practice more, or do you have any questions about the feedback?
No, I'm good. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. I'm glad to help you. If you ever want to practice again or need more feedback, just let me know. Thanks for going with your.
All right. So if you see, we have received the email as well. So let's look at it. So it actually gives you very much detailed feedback. So it says you've got score 7 out of 10. It says your reasoning for the score, explains that. It gives you feedback about where did you, which are the areas you did well and which are the areas you didn't perform well. And then it actually gives you recommendations. Like, for example, to improve, you might consider leveraging RICE framework in this case, story mapping. It also provides me some courses to look at from Coursera, or even ask me to familiarize myself with Google Analytics, Tableau for data, because I was talking about data driven decision. So these are the things. Sometimes it also goes on to recommending some books in some cases, but that's for you, your personal interview coach, Zia.